Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Money Minute series. I'm Chris DeWolfe with the Investment Consulting Group. In part one of our series, which you can catch on our YouTube page if you hadn't seen it yet, we tackled your savings rate, the fuel that feeds your wealth building engine. Today, in part two, we're taking the next step. Where do you put those savings? We are breaking down the different types of retirement accounts, simplifying the tax codes, and helping you build a strategic framework to keep more of your hard-earned wealth. Before we talk about specific accounts like 401k plans or IRA accounts, we have to understand the fundamental fork in the road, traditional versus Roth. This is not about what you invest in, but how those investments are treated by Uncle Sam. Traditional accounts are pre-tax. You get an immediate tax break today, reducing your taxable income dollar for dollar. However, you kick the tax can down the road. When you pull that money out in retirement, every dollar is taxed at ordinary income. Roth IRA accounts are the exact opposite. You pay tax today, meaning no immediate tax break, but your money grows completely tax-free, and when you withdraw it in retirement, you don't owe the IRS a single penny. The strategic choice here comes down to one question. Will your tax rate be higher or lower in retirement than it is today? If lower, go traditional. If higher, Roth is your golden ticket. Now let's look at workplace accounts, starting with the most common, employer-sponsored plans. The 401k is the corporate standard, allowing you to defer up to $24,500 this year if you're under age 50. If you work for a school, nonprofit, or hospital, you likely have access to a 403b, which functions almost identically. For state and municipal employees, there's the 457b. This account has a hidden superpower. If you leave your job, you can withdraw funds penalty-free even if you're under the age of 59 and a half. No matter which one you have, the golden rule of employer plans is always contribute enough to get your full employer match. If your employer matches 100% up to 3% of your salary, that's an immediate guaranteed 100% return on your investment. Do not leave free money on the table. What if you want more investment choices than your employer plan offers? Or if you don't have a workplace plan? That is where individual retirement accounts or IRAs come in. Unlike workplace plans, you open up an IRA yourself at a brokerage of your choosing. This gives you complete control over what stocks, bonds, ETFs, mutual funds you want to buy. The base annual limit is $7,500 for this year, with an extra $1,100 catch-up if you are 50 or over. Just like 401k plans, IRAs come in traditional and Roth flavors. Note, however, that Roth IRA direct contributions are restricted at higher income levels, though we frequently help higher earners implement backdoor Roth strategies to legally bypass those limits. Now, let's talk the most overlooked retirement vehicle, the health savings account, or HSA. Most people look at an HSA as just a debit card for doctor visits. But if you have a high deductible health plan, the HSA is the only account in existence with a triple tax advantage. First, contributions go in 100% pre-tax. Second, that money can be invested and grows completely tax-free. Third, if you withdraw it for medical expenses, those withdrawals are completely tax-free. But here's the retirement secret. If you leave the money to compound and pay out of pocket for medical expenses today, at age 65, the HSA undergoes a metamorphosis. It acts exactly like a traditional IRA for any non-medical withdrawals, while still remaining 100% tax-free for healthcare. It is the ultimate tax loophole. We also can't forget about entrepreneurs, consultants, and small business owners. If you are self-employed and you aren't shut out of tax advantage savings. A SEP IRA allows you to contribute up to 25% of your net business earnings. This is highly flexible. If you have a high profit year, you can save a massive amount of money pre-tax. If business slows down, you can scale your contributions back. If you run a small business with employees, a simple IRA is an elegant, low-cost way to offer retirement plans without the massive compliance of a full 401k plan, requiring a basic 3% match that encourages employee loyalty. Here's a quick look at how these accounts compare side by side. You can see the employer-sponsored plans like the 401k have the highest limits, while IRAs offer flexibility but lower contribution thresholds. The HSA stands alone as the triple tax champion, and the SEP IRA is the heavy hitter for our self-employed viewers. Take a quick screenshot of this slide for your records. It's a great cheat sheet when mapping out your year-end planning. As we wrap up our second Money Minutes installment, let's look at the ultimate strategic takeaways. First, tax diversification. Don't put all your eggs in one tax basket. Having both traditional and Roth buckets give you immense strategic flexibility to manage your tax brackets in retirement. Second, order of operations. Generally, you want to invest enough in your 401k to get the employer match, then max out your HSA, then fill up your IRA. Third, consistency. In part one of our savings series, and again, you can view this on our YouTube page, we had a slide on the miracle of compounding of money. This point cannot be overstated. Success in retirement isn't about timing the market. It's about consistent contributions compounded over time. Of course, tax brackets and retirement structures are highly personal. What works for your neighbor might not be optimal for your financial picture. At the Investment Consulting Group, we specialize in building custom, tax-efficient retirement plans designed around your specific lifestyle. If you want to make sure your retirement accounts are fully optimized, I invite you to take out your phone, scan the QR code right here on the screen, and book a complimentary 15-minute alignment call directly on my calendar. Let's make sure you're moving in the right direction. Again, I'm Chris DeWolfe. Thank you for tuning in to this Money Minutes, and we'll see you in part 3. Have a great day.